Hey guys, welcome in. I hope you all are doing all right. My name is Brianna and I am outside again in one of my favorite spots where I always be. And I was thinking about trying this new thing where I pull a daily energy and just incorporate some of the astrology and channel. There's a bunny. There's a bunny. Bunnies represent springtime, good luck, good fortune, abundance, new beginnings. It's so cute. New beginnings, fertility, creativity. Okay, so that's a good sign. And then right before I started the video, I saw 911. 911, emergency, pay attention. 911, emergency, pay attention. And then there's a bunny. This bunny, for whatever reason, it's giving like rainbow energy, like a rainbow after the storm. The energy that I've been feeling most prominently is tower energy. Tower energy. The tower in the tarot is a depiction of like a big structure being struck by lightning, and the lightning is going to be a representation of Mars's energy. Esoterically, Mars strikes the tower to free or liberate whatever's trapped inside that structure, right? So it's like dismantling a structure to free whatever's been confined. And in a lot of cases, what's been confined is like an aspect of you or like a pure aspect of your soul. In some other cases, Mars's destruction and upheaval is to reveal like densities and dark energies that have been suppressed and hidden, right? Maybe we didn't know we had these dense and dark energies. So Mars comes and illuminates us, right? Makes us aware of the densities, the shadow energies, or just these lower quality, lower aspects of ourselves that are too heavy to travel with us, right? To wherever we're going. I've been feeling Mars's energy, tower energy, ever since last night, really. It was really heavy last night. But today I'm seeing this rabbit, this bunny, and it's like a rainbow, a promise of hope after the storm. So, you guys, you may be experiencing some sort of upheaval or shocking truth, right? Something that shocks you awake or shocks you into awareness. Maybe something is becoming aware to you that you didn't know about before. It could be, like I said, it could be something that's deep, that's been hidden, right? Hidden within your emotional subconscious. I'm getting moon energies in my last video. The last video I did, I was talking a lot about how our moon is the storehouse for all of our emotional stuff, right? Not just for this lifetime. The bunny just hopped into the bushes. Not just for this lifetime, but it stores our emotional remembrance from across lifetimes, right? Throughout lifetimes, we accumulate these things, right? Things that we can't see, but we can definitely feel and sense. We accumulate these things and then we carry them with us throughout lifetimes, accumulating more as we go. So whatever is being revealed by Mars may be something that's been... Mars is in opposition to the moon right now. Okay, so we have the moon in Sagittarius. The moon in Sagittarius is making an opposition to Mars. Our Mars is opposing the moon. Mars is also in conjunction with Uranus. Uranus is like the planet of lightning change, unpredictable change. So Mars being in close proximity to Uranus is powering Mars up. Although Mars is in Taurus, where Taurus is slowing Mars down a little bit, the closer Mars comes into conjunction with Uranus, Mars feels empowered and emboldened, right? So this big, bold, powerful energy is opposing our moon. So there may be some sort of emotional explosion, maybe a big emotional trigger. And you may feel like this explosion is throwing you off of your path, but it's not. It's actually aligning you with your true path. So it's like a blessing in disguise, this tower energy. Whatever is being revealed to you in this energy is a gift, right? It may not feel good because Mars isn't always gentle, right? Mars is aggressive, right? Mars is the warrior planet. But an ascended Mars fights in honor or in alignment with your truth, right? Your purpose. So whatever's being revealed to you, although it may be like this uncomfortable truth, it's working in your favor because we do have the full moon in Capricorn occurring in just, I want to say 2 days, maybe a day, right? So these things, these densities, maybe it's a structure, right? A structure that's been confining it's a big Mack truck. Maybe it's a structure that's been confining your truth, right? That your true frequency can't penetrate whatever the structure is, so Mars tears it down. It could be Mars illuminating or making you aware of some dense, dark energy that's been stored within your subconscious. Maybe you forgot about it. Maybe you thought you cleared it out, but there was still this frequency here. Mars makes you aware so that you can make a choice, right? You can make a choice of what to do with this energy. What do you want to do with what's been revealed to you, right? And this is all in preparation for the full moon in Capricorn, which in my opinion is going to be like this big karmic release. There's a drainage, like draining the swamp, and there's also a rebirth occurring at the full moon. So it's like releasing karma, maybe generational karma, significant karma, so that we can fully align with this new pathway. I think I mentioned it towards the beginning, but I want to start doing like these daily energies, like a daily card, pulling a daily card for the daily energy and just incorporating that with some of the astrology. So I pulled a card for today, and the card is the Page of Pentacles, right? And this card talks about mastering something. It's a page. He's a page, right? So he's starting fresh, starting new, but he's not a newbie, right? He isn't a newbie. The Page of Pentacles has mastery and expertise, skills, knowledge, wisdom, and resources in his own right because he is a Page of Pentacles. So he's been through a lot to achieve or earn this pentacle, right? Pentacles are going to be the last suit in the deck. So this page has graduated self-mastery. He's graduated mastery of emotions. He's graduated mastery of mature or ascended thought. And now he's working on completion, right? The Pentacles are the last initiation, or the last process of initiation in the deck. It's complete mastery, becoming a master of the material realm. But the material realm is giving just like complete and total mastery, right? Master of everything, master of all. So this page has so many resources to draw from, right? So even though you might feel like this tower has knocked you down back to the basics, right? You're not a newbie. You have resources to draw from. You have wisdom, right? You have everything you need. Right where you are with all of your resources, you have everything you need to master a cycle. The Page of Pentacles also talks about commitment, right? Being committed, grounded, loyal to whatever it is that you've intended to complete, right? So this could be like holding on to your spiritual commitment to completing this cycle, or mastering this thing, this aspect of yourself. This Page of Pentacles is working towards the Ten of Pentacles, right? The Ten of Pentacles is successful initiation, it's completion, and the rewards that come with completing a soul cycle. So there's a message here about staying committed, picking yourself back up, starting over, but not starting from the beginning, right? You have the resources from previous cycles. You have the practical wisdom or the practical knowledge to continue. I feel like it's a message. There's a little bird right there. It's hopping towards me. I feel like there's a message about not giving up. Not giving up. Even if you feel like you've been knocked down or knocked off of your path, I feel like you're in perfect alignment. One of my last messages was about how your frequency, the frequency of your truth, had become so solid, so grounded and rooted, right? You've integrated a large portion of your truth. Over the last 8 years, you've been working on this. So your truth has become rooted, right? And it's not easily shaken or tampered with, although Mars conjunct Uranus opposite the moon may have getting like demolition, knocked everything down, crumbled everything. So now maybe you feel like you do have to start over, rebuild, but it's a blessing in disguise because you're rebuilding from a purified state, right? A brand new perspective with brand new wisdom. Maybe you see something more clearly now. You know what can come and what cannot come. You know what version of yourself you want to continue to build with. So right where you are, with everything that you have available to you, right? From right where you are and with everything you have available to you, I feel like you're guaranteed success because you're on the path to completion, right? The the Pentacles, the suit of Pentacles leads to the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is completion, results, rewards, successful initiation. You did it. Now a new cycle begins, right? So you're destined to win. It's fated. because you've chosen the path of completion. So the message here is one of commitment. Stay committed, because the student is becoming the master. There's also a message here about being knocked down 1,000 times before you get it right? So maybe this Page of Pentacles, he's on the path. Okay, I got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Two of Pentacles, we're balancing material change. Okay, Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. So he's progressing, but they're like pitfalls, right? He's learning through experience. Like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Now he has to start over. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. Now he has to start over. So it doesn't matter how many times you have to start over or begin again. You have everything you need. You're not new to this. You're true to this, right? You're well resourced. You have wisdom, knowledge, and expertise, and you're continuously gaining more wisdom, right? When you get knocked back down, or when you get knocked down, you learn from that. Then you get up, and next time you know, okay, this time I dodge right instead of dodging left. Okay, this time I have to duck instead of jump, right? And eventually you'll make it to the 10, right? Okay, I'm done rambling. That's all I have, you guys. Thank you all so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one.